Okay, so those of you may or may not know what's going on currently, but basically we're being kicked out for no reason in particular, except to be replaced by a big pretty double wide. Yep, Diane has become quite obsessed with those. See, we live in a 26-year-old trailer, probably even older. I've lived here all my life. My cousin's lived here since he was 5 or 6. My mom has lived here since probably her 20s. So, yeah, this trailer has a lot of memories, including I have a big old theater chest in my room full of like generations of items and such. Uh, Basically, how it really ended up, we ended up going to court because she had some complaints of sorts. Complaints. We didn't do anything. These complaints were about housework that was supposed to be done in 2004. She took pictures in 2004, and that was her only proof. And it wasn't even like bad. It was just like slightly grown out grass, which is actually pretty typical. Not for us, but like everyone else. And even the judge was like, "What the hell is the deal? You know, I'm gonna pick on you because you're a dumb bitch." And then she just like looked him straight in the face. It was just like, they're on a 10-day lease and I want them out. Well, not 10-day, I mean month to month. Um, but yeah, that's basically what she did, and the judge couldn't deny it. He was pissed. Uh, then recently we got uh, an eviction notice from the sheriff, which he woke me up banging on the door, real fucking polite. um, and yeah, we got that news, and apparently we have to be out by the 20th, and I'm the only one who's packed things up. Packed my things up and whatnot, and yeah, that's it. We plan on getting a storage unit next week, so I'll probably just put a lot of my things in there, except for things I'll be taking with me whenever I find a place that I can stay. I have to find places for the pets to go. I'm thinking of sending some kitty cats Gracie's way. I don't really know where to send Keith because he's a troubled dog. And we're trying to get someone to pick up some of the birds because they wanted some of the birds and he just never picked them up. And we have to be out by the 20th, so now would be a good time to get those birds that you want. Derek, do that. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can find a place and Mom will be okay and Chris will be okay, or we can just flat out get a place in time. We've been looking still. I mean, we're not done looking. Still trying. It's just that it's really hard in given area and given money limit to really find anywhere. You're a frisky little kitty. But yeah, we're trying. And I'm rambling and I ran out of things to say. Except for one thing comes to mind. Proving the point that Diane really hates us, she used to always try and get me in trouble. I would take walks, get some exercise. I needed some fresh air, or I was having a bad day and I just needed to walk and get things off my mind. And that seemed fine, but 2 days later, I'd get called up to her office, where she would just be like, yeah, you vandalized so-and-so's place, or you kicked down some signs, or something, or you spray painted this person's trailer in this building. I'm just like, what? I could have swore I didn't stray from the road. Strange. I must be possessed. And just time and time again, she would try and do things that would just get at us. She knows that we're broke-ass people, and she would always money us to death to try and fix things. And like I said, we'd be more than happy to help. It's just, she isn't big on negotiating. And back in '04, my mom had actually broken her arm. I'm not going to explain the reason how, because it's an embarrassing story on her part, but she wasn't able to really do much, and I was really young. Like, I would have done a shitty job. I would if I could. Um, and my dad, he would probably have a heat stroke. He was so fat and lazy. He wouldn't do it. Sit there and eat some Mickey D's. Fucking fat ass. Anyway, she still got the job done. It's just, it wasn't as frequent because her elbow's like permanently fucked up because my dad wouldn't take her to the hospital. She has like plates and screws coming out of her arm. Okay, Kaori. But yeah, that's basically the only time we've really had any trouble. Uh, she did say that we had to pressure wash the roof because our tree likes to leak sap everywhere and it makes the roof butt fucking ugly. You know, we actually requested that she remove the tree, and she said, yeah, okay, I'll get right on it. 2 to 3 years later, we still have this potentially dangerous tree in our backyard. It hangs over the living room where I used to sleep when I really had no choice to sleep there because I didn't have a room at the time. And yeah, it was pretty terrible because it's a big dangerous tree, and it gets us in trouble because it's like, I'm gonna leak all over the roof. And yeah, this is kind of turning out longer than I expected. This is my first long video thingy, and I feel very awkward all of a sudden because I looked and it says like 8 minutes, and I'm just, oh, at this point you're probably tired of listening to me. Well, too bad, motherfucker. Kidding, I should probably end this and cuddle Kaori because she suddenly wants attention. And yeah, haha.